on-lead work when there's no dogs around is the answer to your on-lead problem when there are dogs around. Okay, so if you imagine if you can walk him around at 10 out of 10 attention when there's nothing going on, when he sees another dog he'll drop to 8 out of 10. Previously you were walking around at about 3 out of 10, throw another dog in the mix, you've got 0. So it's all about, the focus needs to be on this bit, not when there's dogs around, which will then carry you through those moments when there are dogs there. So I'm going to go
on the same pavement.
Then they'll try and get across.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the bit to sort.
Yeah.
So if you can sort the look, I'll explain it to you. If you can sort the looking out, you get rid of the rest of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So he becomes more attentive to you than everything else.
So if, for instance, if we sort that out, if let's say I was sat somewhere with him and the dog did start approaching, would he be reacting then, or would he? Because you're not walking then.
So you've always got the question of character.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can, some dogs just don't know that it's okay not to.
Yeah.
So that's what they do, and you just go, don't do that. They go, all right,
yeah.
and they just won't do it anymore. Other dogs, it's a bit like people. Think, well, you'll never change those people's characters. Okay, so if his character is, I'm a bit grumpy with other dogs, what we can do is get rid of the reaction. You can't always get rid of the mentality. Okay, so but that depends a little bit on him. That's not so much the training. Can I get you in a position where you sat in the pub and he's quiet, as long as another dog doesn't come over and dive in his face?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Well, we should be able to make massive. I mean, I don't know if you how many of the videos you've watched.
Yeah, I've watched a few of them. Like,
I mean, some of them are really extreme. That's
what I mean.
Did you see the Rottweiler?
Yeah, and that German Shepherd or the Alsatian.
Well, that Rottie. A week later, the woman sent us a video of her 14-year-old daughter walking that dog past another dog. Right, so that one, it wasn't really aggressive. No. It had just learned that it was a good technique to get rid of something it was worried about, and we went, don't use that technique, and it went, oh no, I'm not bothered. Just stop. Okay. Right, and that is, in a nutshell, dog training. Okay. The complication comes when the dog is doing something it finds good, but you find it bad. Yeah. Okay, so let's just say with his dog thing, what's really going on normally is he's slightly nervous of other dogs because he's had a few bad experiences. So he sees another dog and he basically goes, if I bark at you, your owner will take you across the road, which makes me feel more comfortable because the distance got bigger. Or he will bark at them and you will take him back the way you've come, or you'll go and stand behind a car.
Or you'll cross the road.
Or you'll cross the road to get out of the way. Whatever he does, if you end up increasing the distance, he's then getting what he wants from it, and you're basically rewarding a behaviour you don't like. It's up there, and then it feels like a hell of a lot of work. And that's when you go, that trainer wasn't right, or the method wasn't right, or the dog's that stupid, it's just never going to learn. And then you end up. That's good. I wanted him to settle in a bit and just start making a bit of noise. Don't worry about him too much at the moment. Because the more he relaxes and the more he thinks it's okay, the more we'll be able to get rid of. So you will normally end up in a position where you're up here. What I want to do is try and keep you down this bottom bit. Okay, so I would remind the dog, bring it back to, I spot it starting to go wrong, because I'm always looking for it. As I start spotting it to go wrong, I'm then going to remind the dog of the lesson. Okay, now if that's time going that way, this next slip of behaviour is going to take longer, because I've reminded it. Okay, I remind it again, and the next slip will take longer, and then I remind it. And then before you know it, I've only had to remind the dog 3 times in a year, and it's maintained the behaviour. He might not be in a second.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time.
Good. Can you see now already he's starting to come up to you? So just keep going with that for a minute.
From up here,
you can probably go past each other. Right, okay, so little tweak of handling now. See how he tried to go behind from the back? So that was better than what we had before, because before he was coming across the front of you now.
You and me, we meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.